All right, hi guys, how are you? This is your new best friend, the Panasonic HCX-1000 video camera. This is probably the camera or something very close that you'll be using for your projects if you have to borrow a camera from Metro's Photo Lab in order to do your video projects for Moving Image Lab. We have 5 projects in this class, and part of the reason why we do assignments and projects is that so that you can get used to using a professional video camera and feel comfortable handling one in any future classes that you take. These are really nice cameras. They can be a little bit, there's a lot of settings and a lot of menus, and so we're gonna go through kind of from the very, very basic to the manual settings. We don't want to shoot in auto. That's for, non-professionals. In Moving Image Lab, we're going to learn to control the camera to get the effects that you want in order to make creative projects so you can put your own artistic flair on things, okay? One thing I would recommend, if you're not familiar with this camera, if you've never worked with one, look up the manual for this camera. You would just look up Panasonic HCX-1000 manual, and you can easily find it as a PDF, and then you can download the pages that you might need. So there's a lot of different ways that you can set things on this camera, and it's nice to have a reference to go back to when you're sitting there with someone in front of you, maybe getting ready to shoot. Okay, so a couple things about the camera, just to go over the basics, okay? So how to turn it on and off, we've got a little switch here, right down here, okay? And it's a toggle, on and off. The on and off switch only works when you have the battery in it. And right now the battery is not in it because I want to show you how to put it in. So here's your big fat battery. Right now it's being charged up. It's charged up. You can tell it's charged because it has the green light there. And the battery fits into the camera like so. So I'm going to pull it out of the charger. Right down here you can see it has little teeth on it. Also there is a arrow right here pointing down. All right, so that tells me that this is the orientation it needs to go into the camera. All right, just like this. In the camera, there's little, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little teeth here that also line up with the teeth on the battery, and so it's connected. And so, again, I'm not used to putting it in like this. I think if I just give it a little, there we go. Make sure it won't come out. There's a little button here. If you do want to eject that battery, you push the button, but yeah, it should just click right in. All right, and then it's powered up. I must have had the on button on because you've got this blue light going. The next thing I'm going to do is look at the screen. Now, where is it? Okay, it's kind of hidden in the camera. The first time I ever used this, someone had to show me. The screen is right up here on the top, and it flips out, okay? So you can see that from where you are, all right? When you're done with it, you slide it back in to put it away, all right? And it looks like there's no card in here, so I better get a card. I happen to have one here. This SD card has to be the right kind of SD card because this is a camera that will shoot 4K. You want one that's going to be able to take a lot of data fairly quickly. So the one I have is the SanDisk Extreme Pro. This happens to be 128 gigs, which is a lot. But because, I don't know if people are going to be using this for class or whatever, I got a big one, and this is gonna be able to handle 170 megabytes per second. They don't have to be that fast, but there are parameters of the SD cards that you need to get on your syllabus right on the first page. The SD card goes into a little slot right here. There are 2 slots. I'm going to put mine in the top slot. The little teethy things face that way. The label faces towards me.